guys, you're probably wondering why we're on and in a bathtub. There is a pivotal scene in the movie.
No one watching this wonders anything that happens.
There is a pivotal scene in the movie that takes place in a bathtub when he's on an acid trip. So
Pivotal.
it's not too pivotal, but there's no pivotal scene in the movie.
No.
But anyway, that's why we're in here. We couldn't find a better location, and yeah,
That was easy to film.
We're gonna give a bathtub review. So, all right, shoot, let me get comfortable here. What did you guys think of the movie?
I'll let you guys go first because I love it.
Yeah, I know Joe. It's one of Joe's favorites movies.
And I fully understand if people hate it. I can totally see that. So.
Yeah, I think it's
divisive.
Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Divisive.
Well, all right. The first thing, I never really got like the worship or admiration for Hunter S. Thompson that like people have, because like he's just a dude that did a lot of drugs and killed himself. Like it's not like he like wrote and stuff, but like he wasn't a reliable writer.
No.
Like he got fired all the time, and nobody ever relied on him.
He did a lot of press.
Which I mean, he's interesting.
That's what I was gonna say. I don't find him like admirable.
No, I know, but you know, when we were younger, when this movie came out, like people were like obsessed.
Wow.
Yeah.
But and then I said also maybe it's because I rewatched it as like an adult, because when I saw it the first time I was in high school. But we were watching it as an adult, and I was like, now that I have life experiences and like around people on drugs, especially cocaine, not so much like crazy hallucinogens,
acid,
they're fucking obnoxious.
Yeah,
and like now watching the movie, it's like, dude, they are obnoxious.
Yeah, if you're not doing the drugs with them, you'd be like, this is a nightmare.
Yeah, imagine that person in your normal everyday life. You'd be like, get the hell away from me.
Yeah.
But like, it is sad, but like, it's like watching a train wreck. You know what I mean?
But Benicio del Toro and Johnny Depp both kill it.
Yeah, they're both
lots of wackiness.
Fantastic.
Lots of wackiness.
They're very unhinged.
A lot of cool visuals.
Yep.
Jarring and confusing most of the time, like to watch at times, which is intentional. Like,
yeah, it's very incoherent.
I'd say it's well done, and I do like that so many like critics and other people are like appalled by the movie. Like a bunch of the like big name critics like hated it when it came out. Like, why would you watch this?
Yeah, if you look
I
at the
do
score,
think that's funny.
It's like critic scores like 40% and the audience is like 80.
And like
it was a commercial and critically,
but it's like a cult favorite now.
Yeah.
But like, don't get me wrong, I don't hate the movie, but I know Joe loves it and I don't love it.
Yeah.
But it has nowhere near like the effect or appeal now that it did when I was younger. Because when I was younger, I definitely was like, wow, this is mind blowing, dude. This is so cool. You know what I mean? And now like some of it still is very cool, but as a whole, like I don't love it anymore.
Yeah.
I don't love it because like the visuals or anything like that. I just love it because it's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And the dialogue kills me, cracks me up. The stuff they say.
Well, more of an experience than an actual movie.
Yes. And it came out when I was 14.
It's very original. Extremely original.
Yeah, there's nothing like it.
But then this is my own fault, but like some of how some people like quote or like use the movie is fucking cringe and like annoying.
Like how so?
Like just like backcountry. Like how often people just spit that out of nowhere, like it's backcountry. And it's like, okay, man, we get it. And then I guess this can be a positive or a negative, but it spawned the fucking Avenged Sevenfold music video and song. So if you like it, that's a good thing. If you don't like
it, inspired a song.
Avenged Sevenfold has a song called Backcountry, and the whole music video is like they're in a convertible with like fucking bats.
Oh wow!
I mean, I'm sure it inspired lots of stuff.
That is one of the most famous scenes from the movie, and it is very funny.
Right.
Yeah, but
and one thing I think hurts the movie is that like the people that think it's like a masterpiece are so like gung ho that like, what is wrong with you that you don't see that this is a masterwork?
They are, right?
And like, which is another like personal thing, like that sometimes bothers me. It doesn't really bother me, like it doesn't make me dislike this movie, but like people are like punishing when they love this movie.
On that kind of people, yeah.
Which that's really there's no real people. Most people aren't like, yeah, you know, it was all right. People either love this or they fucking hate it.
Right.
Yeah. Which is odd because I'm somewhere in the middle.
Me too. I'm in the middle. I probably would have been obnoxious when I was 14 and saw it.
Had a different impression on you probably. But yeah, as much as I enjoy plot and character development, this movie, I did enjoy this movie where I mean, even though it did lack both of those things, and it kept me engaged because, like I said, it's like watching a train wreck. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. Like it's engaging because it's nonstop.
It's nonstop. Just what's going to happen next? Is someone going to kill someone? You know,
It's got dialogue like nothing else. Performances like nothing else. Like Benicio's never done anything like that. He's out of his
Some
mind.
of the sounds both guys make are crazy.
There's that too.
And you know
like
what,
the grunting and like the drooling, spitting.
Oh,
like,
subtitles come in so handy in this movie. I swear to God.
They do,
It's like
yeah.
the perfect movie.
no, that's so funny because I figured like, what if the subtitles were just nonsense? Like it didn't help.
Yeah. No, but they actually did.
Oh, I know, you know what I
watched
mean.
it with subtitles. And like I was thinking during the filming, because Benicio's almost like unintelligible sometimes.
Yes.
It's like did he think to himself like, what if the audience can't understand what I'm saying? No, he just went.
I
for
feel
it.
like Gillum, or is it Gillum or Gilliam,
Gilliam.
was like probably
Just
like,
go for
oh, ramp it up, ramp it up.
No, but I'll get to the. We didn't mention the plot, so
Okay, yeah,
it
sorry.
centers around Duke, an oddball journalist, and Gonzo, his psychopathic lawyer, as they travel to Las Vegas for a series of psychedelic escapades, or
Based on his book.
or what is
Yeah,
it?
based on Hunter S. Thompson's book.
The American Dream, is it something like that, or Discover the American Dream? But yeah, like I said, it was more of an experience because they're less than a narrative film. And Gilliam, he tends to create those type of things, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He creates some
Yep.
imaginative stuff like 12 Monkeys, Brazil, the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus. But I did like a lot of the scenes. Like the one scene that sticks out is the bathtub scene is so great. And when he's just tripping balls on acid and he's like, toss the radio in. He wants him to toss the radio in, and then when Johnny Depp like counts down, he chucks a grapefruit at his head and bolts out the door because he's wielding a knife. Like,
Yeah.
you know, he doesn't want to get murdered. And then
Says you can turn your back on a person, but never turn your back on a drug.
yeah. And then when he gets out the door, he locks it, and then he goes to lay down on the couch. And the second he puts the pillow over his face, there's like a horror movie. He
Door
bashes the
explodes.
door open, and he's just drenched in like just out of sorts.
It's like hitting him with that pole. Get back in there!
Yeah. He's like, I am Ahab. He calls himself Ahab. That's great. But yeah, he wants to just slice a Z on his forehead with a giant knife, which he ended up doing. He got him. And
He got him.
I think that was all in his head, but
was it?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
didn't have it
well,
later in the
most of
movie.
it is like in their heads,
Yeah.
like it's unreliable narrators.
Okay. I didn't know if that part was real.
No.
Yeah, you know what? Most of the movie is just them looking out for each other, right?
Well, and them seeing stuff that isn't there.
Yeah, whoever's less messed up in the moment on drugs.
Yeah, the babysitter.
Yeah, is the babysitter. Exactly.
And then their solution for everything is like, oh yeah, do this other drug. That'll level it out.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, they took so many crazy drugs. They had a suitcase full of drugs, and like, there's a lot of cool visuals in the movie. You know, like something I found
The
funny.
lizards.
The lizard, yeah, the lizard scene was crazy looking. It looked like Jurassic
Practical
Park.
effects. Yeah, it was excellent.
You know what I found hilarious is it, like it would be one of them waking up or coming back to the hotel room. So the hotel room would look pretty normal at first, and then one of them would wake up from a trip or like come back and it's just destruction.
Yeah, like a nuke went off in there.
Underwater,
Yeah.
and there's just stuff on the wall, blood, ketchup, and stuff
Yeah.
on the wall, American flag hanging, like just insanity. But
I think if you can take it, this movie benefits from multiple viewings. 'Cause you're gonna catch stuff you didn't see the first time for sure, and you're gonna hear stuff dialogue-wise. You're gonna see reactions because the way they
Definitely.
react to stuff is so funny.
oh, it really is. I mean, Johnny Depp has one of like some of the funniest like dialect I've ever heard in my life in this movie, and it's so unique.
That's another thing I love is that he became like super good friends with Hunter S. Thompson, I guess, and he like lived in his basement for 4 months, and then when he killed himself, he paid for the funeral.
Yeah.
Oh, did he?
To spread his ashes, he paid like $3 million to
Oh,
have his ashes spread the way he wanted them spread.
That's amazing.
He killed himself on the phone with his wife.
Did he?
Yeah.
Ah,
He said, I think his last words were "football season is over" or something like
She
that.
said like he put down the phone and he started gunshot and was like, thought it was kidding. And I
oh,
was like, yeah.
I didn't hear that. That's terrible.
Or no, that was the title of like the note he left behind. He
Yeah.
left a note, and the title of the note was "Football season is over."
He was on the Letterman, Conan. He hung out with Conan a bunch.
Yeah, I
know
did
that?
know that he was on talk shows. Yeah, I never watched him. Does he seem pretty like?
He's a fascinating dude.
Is he?
Yeah.
Just a loopy, eccentric guy.
He just lived like in the moment as hard as possible. That was like his goal. And he wanted to go out in his prime, is what he said.
Yeah.
He didn't want to like get old and
Well, yeah,
lose
I think
touch.
one of the quotes they always say is he said like the best thing about life is that I can end it at any moment, like if I want to.
He had a lot of crazy
So it was like
quotes.
super foreshadowing, like he's going to eventually commit suicide.
Yeah. He's the godfather of gonzo journalism.
Yeah, he
known
started
for.
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like being a part of the journalism.
Yeah, part of
living
the
it as you're
story.
doing it. Yeah.
that's interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, a lot of great dialogue in this movie. Some good cinematography. You know, like a lot of cluttered hotel rooms
Yeah.
and stuff.
I love the,
cluttered rooms in general.
The circus scene when
circus
he's on like the carousel.
Yeah.
It's like, don't tell me that. Not right now. I can't.
Yeah, that was great. When he was trying to get off the carousel,
Yeah.
and it took so long.
Johnny Depp has to go in there and like kick him off.
He
He's
just
like, you
kicked
trip, you
him
trip.
off. Yeah. God, there was some, and then man, there was so many good moments.
Just reactions and the dialogue just kill me. There's so many of them.
Yeah.
On the elevator with that chick.
Impress her with me. Impress her with me. Beautiful freaking tits.
If you watch Hunter S's like interviews and stuff, Depp
Nailed
pretty
it.
much like nailed it. Yeah, he talks
Really?
like him perfectly. It's
Wow.
crazy.
You know what I noticed is he took a lot of the character, like, what am I trying to say? The character details from this and used them in Pirates of the Caribbean. A lot of like his hand movements and stuff like
I
that.
could see it.
You know what I mean?
Very eccentric.
Very similar, yeah. But yeah, I enjoyed it overall. I thought it kept me engaged. Like I said, it did lack a plot. It did lack direction. I mean, not actual like direction, but like as far as the characters' direction and whatnot.
Yeah, like a narrative direction.
Motives and whatnot and character development. There wasn't really much character development. It was just
Yeah.
them just.
There's really no plot. It's just like an
acting fools.
experience.
Yeah, it's more of an
Just
experience.
watch for the insanity.
But it was good. I did enjoy it, and if there's not anything else you guys
then
would like to add,
I
on
just
it,
jotted down some funny letterbox comments I saw
Yeah.
because when I rated it,
let's hear 'em.
Tobey Maguire is the most terrifying thing I've ever fucking seen. And
His hair is wild.
then I said,
He looks like a serial killer.
Yeah.
I don't think that person's ever seen Babylon. Because have you seen Babylon?
yeah, that's true.
Tobey Maguire in that movie
That is
is
true.
way more terrifying than. Yeah, he's
I've
like.
seen it.
Oh,
Don't
dude.
spoil it.
He's a very minor part in the movie, but he,
Yeah.
like when you see him, it's
Still wild.
insane.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Then best trip I ever had without doing any drugs. An open letter to Benicio del Toro. Please eat me. Was somebody's review on Letterboxd. Then this one reminded me of Ben's obsession with jackets from movies. Is I want all of Johnny Depp's hats in this. Was the whole
Those are
review.
good ones.
And then another one was just annoying. That was the whole review.
Annoying. I like the one with the green visor and it says Las Vegas. You know that one, like the golf cap.
See, Ben was thinking about the hats.
I like that.
You got them in a
Advisor.
shopping cart online.
My favorite
somewhere?
quote in the whole movie is the when they first pick up Tobey Maguire and Benicio's driving. And he does like the reach back and he's like, "Don't worry, I'm just admiring the shape of your skull." I'm like with his fist. It kills me every single time.
Well, yeah, because he's the hitchhiker, right?
Was I talking? Did they hear me?
It's okay. Just admiring the shape of your skull.
Maybe I better have a chat with this boy, I thought. Perhaps, if I explain things.
Admiring the shape of your skull is such an insane line.
Because they just pick him up as a hitchhiker, right?
Yeah.
They do have some good lines in this, man. It was just ridiculous and just out there. Like, so whoever wrote this is pretty talented and must have done some drugs in the
A
past.
lot of the quotes are from his
Yeah,
book.
they're
Oh,
from.
are they?
Yeah, it's
direct polls.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
based on his book.
I knew
was-
that. I just didn't know if the quoting.
Some are
And there's
not.
been other
Yeah.
I think 2 other movies that were made based on the book.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Like,
one with
where-
Bill Murray.
Where the Buffalo Roam.
Yeah, Bill Murray, and it bombed as well.
Yeah,
Wow.
but it didn't. I don't think that one went as crazy as this one.
No.
It was good. Do you guys want to get to our scores, our ratings?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay, what did you guys give it?
I give it 8.5.
I gave it a 7.5.
I gave it a 6.5. Yeah. So that's our. Would you guys say watch it ASAP, watch it whenever, or skip it?
It's tough. Even though I love it, it's definitely not for everybody.
If you've never seen it, I'd probably watch it ASAP because it is an experience. Whether
think-
you like it or hate it, it's going to do something to you.
Yeah, probably within the first 15 minutes, you're gonna be like, I can't.
Yeah, you're going to
can't
know
do
whether you
this.
can handle it or not.
Yeah.
It's a lot. I mean, it's a lot. I mean, you got to give it your full attention, I think.
And if you love doing drugs, just do those, then watch it.
Yeah, that's what people say. It's much more enjoyable. I don't know how you could watch it on drugs. I feel like your head would
You
explode.
lose your mind.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're half in paying attention, I don't think you're going to be into it.
I mean, you
but-
could just research Hunter S. Thompson a little bit. The dude is like fascinating. Not admirable
Yeah,
in any
that's
way,
what I
but
mean.
like very interesting that
Yeah.
that guy lived.
fascinating human. So we're going to say with this one's a watch it ASAP.
Or whenever, whatever you guys want to go with. But
Yeah, you can. Your call, Ben.
I mean, all right, let's say watch it whenever. Because it's not for everybody. It's one of those movies that's...
How dare you? No,
Right.
just told him to make pick.
Right. All right, guys, that's our review for Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.